Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. We're really excited about today's webinar. We're going to talk about local SEO for online directories. So this is going to be a great webinar for anybody doing local search and those type of sites. Fantastic. Quick, just some logistics before we get started. First, we will be posting a recording of this webinar to the eDirectory.com blog. Within 24 hours, we record the webinar and then upload it. So it should be available tomorrow. If you do want to check back on anything specific that was mentioned in the webinar, you can review the recording. Also, if anybody has any questions or comments, feel free to drop those into the chat, and we will stop periodically and answer those questions, as well as at the end of the webinar, we'll have time for any questions on this subject or anything else you'd like to ask. Fantastic. So just quickly on introductions. So I'm James, I'm the founder of the company. And with us today, we have Emerson and Gabriel from our marketing team. Hi, guys. How are you?
Oh, James, doing fine, and you?
Doing
Hello,
great.
everybody.
And he's our SEO specialist here, so he's going to help go through that section of this webinar. And just quickly, a little bit of background for anybody that's new here. eDirectory is a platform that we sell. It's a content management system, and it fits all sorts of different industries and purposes, basically for doing directory-style websites where you have listings that are searchable, that type of thing. So it's used for local search, obviously, which we're going to talk a little bit about today, as well as industry directories, lead gen sites, niche directories, all sorts of things. And it has, beyond listings, it has articles, deals, blog, events, et cetera. So you can build a fully featured site. It is highly customizable with a low-code, no-code solution where you can drag and drop widgets around in the administrative area to configure the site, change colors, change the design, all that sort of thing. We also have a source code version available. If you do want to customize it, integrate it with some other systems, a CRM, legacy systems, just customize it yourself, et cetera. It's built on a PHP stack. And it has native mobile apps with it that are connected to the same database, so they're updated real time. They're uploaded under your brand in the App Store. And we spend a lot of time optimizing the SEO. So if you want to learn more, just visit eDirectory.com and schedule a demo with an account manager. Okay, great. So we're going to talk today about local SEO for online directories. These are for local search type sites, so local guides, travel guides, all of that sort of thing. So first, just very, very basic. What is SEO? Search engine optimization. Basically techniques to improve your website and get them indexed and ranked higher in the search engines. Google today has basically a monopoly on search in the English-speaking world. They have a vast percentage of the search, so they're kind of the key. But there are other search engines from Bing to DuckDuckGo, et cetera. A lot of these techniques should work with everything. There's a bunch of standards behind it. All right. Can we switch to the next slide? Okay, great. And so what is Google looking for? Google is basically the biggest thing with Google. They're pretty smart these days. In the old days, you could kind of game it, et cetera. But today, Google's pretty smart. And really, it's the key to it is having highly relevant content about the terms that people are looking for. Really deep content, really good quality content. They're pretty good about separating just kind of the fluff from the real content. There's also in the local context, there's a bunch of other things that you certainly want to add to your site and your local listings that have the full address information, with the city, the zip code, all of that's obviously important. Map links on the listings, important. eDirectory automatically generates those map links. Reviews are actually enormously important for local search sites. Google, especially unique reviews that only you have, not just copied stuff off of other sites, is extraordinarily important. And social media profiles that sort of make sure that the listings they sort of feel like real entities, not just sort of manufactured things, are important for that. And one of the things to do here is start with location-based keyword research. And I think at this point, I turn it over to Gabriel, who's going to talk some more about all this.
All right, thank you, James. Hello, everybody. I would like just to shine a little light on the definition of local SEO, which is the process of improving search engine visibility for local businesses, primarily those with physical locations, so stores and companies, not only online businesses. So by following local SEO best practices, businesses can improve organic traffic from searches performed by customers in nearby areas. So search engines depend on various signals such as local content, social profile pages, links, citations, reviews, as James just mentioned. And these signals help search engines to provide the most relevant local results to the user who is searching for information about a particular location. And by using local SEO, businesses can optimize their web pages to rank higher in local search results. And this can help businesses to reach out to local prospects and customers who are looking for their products and services. And how to start implementing local SEO to your project. Well, firstly, we recommend starting with a good location-based keyword research. So that would be conducting a keyword research to understand better and apply which keywords could best fit for one page, category, location on your website. So just remembering what are keywords again for some of you that are not familiar with those terms. So keywords or SEO keywords are words and phrases that users type into search engines to find information on a particular topic. Pretty basic explaining. Whether it's just a single word or a long phrase, that's what we call SEO keywords, okay? So for the purpose of this presentation, I conduct briefly keyword research focusing on businesses related to the city of Miami, which is our demo website is based off. So I will show that in a moment. And what we can optimize. So this is talking about your website. I'm talking about eDirectory websites. So we can optimize inside eDirectory the locations, the categories, blogs and articles, and location target custom pages, those pages that you can create to a target area or a target city or neighborhood. We can go as deep as country to neighborhood, which are various levels of locations that you can optimize inside a directory. I will stop the presentation and I will change to my website here. So yes, okay. So I conduct this keyword research using this website called Suggest. There are various websites out there you can choose from, such as Moz or ahrefs.com and a bunch of other sites that you can conduct keyword research. But I will use this one, the free version, just to show how you can do this.
Gabriel, do you know the difference? This is a free version that
Yes.
here, but what do the paid versions cost? And what do you happen to know offhand? Is it worth paying for?
Yes, you can check the plans and prices, but basically, if you pay, you can pay like the good thing about Suggest is that you don't have to pay it monthly. You can pay just once and use it forever. So you can have like your website. Let's say you have an eDirectory website. You can save it as a project, and then you can work on. I mean, you can have a history of all the changes and all the keywords, and have new ideas for keywords, and then you can create generate content with AI with the paid versions. So it's kind of cheap. It's not expensive.
Okay.
I can definitely check the prices and
Oh, it's okay. I was just kind of curious there. So,
so
usually
I
these
mean,
services aren't too
yes, if
expensive.
you want for I mean for a first test, it's all right to use the free version. But I mean, if you want to get serious about it, definitely you can sign up for the paid version and you have more advantages. So okay, so as I mentioned, we are focusing in the city of Miami. So because our website is focused in this city, so I tried to search for these three keywords. So I searched for a travel itinerary in Miami, best restaurants in Miami Beach, and Miami Design District shops. So I just typed here in this field, I search my language and location and hit search. So as you can see, the keywords that I've put here, those three, the good thing is that you can see how much volume. This is like the search volume that you have on a monthly basis for these keywords. So you see that I thought that this keyword would be good, but as you can see, it has no search volume. Nobody's searching for this specific keyword. Neither this one, best restaurants in Miami Beach, which is surprising. But this one has a lot of searches monthly, 3,600. Okay, Miami Design District shops. But the good thing about this website is that it will provide you with keyword ideas. So you can see it is giving me a lot of keyword ideas with decent search volume. This is all by month, okay, monthly basis. You can check the CPC if you were paying for these keywords. Is not our case here because we are only focusing on SEO. And this is the SEO difficulty. So the higher is the hardest for you to rank higher on the search page engine pages, okay? So have that in mind. So I went ahead and selected a few keywords that I thought that would be interesting for my project, for the Miami online directory. For example, best restaurants in Brickell, Miami, Florida, best places to eat, Miami Design District shopping. All of these are very relevant keywords for my project. Miami travel itinerary as well. And you have a bunch of other suggestions. So you have to read through and see which ones are the best fit for the pages or the categories that you want to optimize, okay? You see that I have, this is one advantage for the paid version. I can see 185 more keywords in the paid version that I can't see right now because I'm using the free account. Okay, so I have selected a few keywords that I think that are interesting for my project. So what can I do with these keywords that I selected? You can start by optimizing the location settings. So here's how you can do this. So I am logged in my site manager here. So I am the owner of the Miami Online Directory website. Okay, this is my site manager. What I can do with those keywords, firstly, is to find my location settings, and that would be here under settings, language, and geography. So under location settings here, the first tab, just scroll down and you will see that eDirectory has 5 levels. So you can go deep, country, region, state, city, and neighborhood. So if you want to go really deep on local SEO, you should definitely check the neighborhood. So then you can really go very local and specific with regions. Let's say you have a Chinatown on your city, or you have a specific district, and you can definitely check these. And all of these levels will appear on your search. So that would be optimizable, let's say. I can optimize this.
Yeah, let me just jump in. This is actually one of the techniques we see used a lot is focusing on the local neighborhoods within a city. I don't know Miami too well, but they do have a bunch of neighborhoods like the Design District,
Yes.
Miami Beach,
Brickell,
Coral Gables, yeah, et cetera. With that, so in New York City, I know a little bit better, and they have Chinatown, East Village, et cetera, et cetera. With that, good to put neighborhoods in here, but also mention in your text, like mention specific landmarks and those kind of things that are that are within the city to sort of really give it a local feel to it when you're putting this content in here.
That's right. So as once you're happy with your setup here for the locations, you can go to the location data. Here we have a few countries and a lot of cities and states. I'm focusing on the United States. So let's go ahead and see. Let's find Florida. Okay, there we are, Florida. Let's see. I could optimize Florida if I wanted to. For example, just edit state, and you can do the SEO optimization. I would do that for the city of Miami, and then you can take the same logic and apply for the state and the country that you need. Okay, so Florida, view cities, and then you have all the cities in the state of Florida. I will go to the third page. I guess it's where's Miami? Yes, Kissimmee. Okay, so we have Miami, Miami Beach, Miami Shores, Miami Springs. As James mentioned, you can go really specific with landmarks and places specific to these regions here. So you can go very local on your optimization. I will go to just Miami City here. Edit city. And then, okay, you have an abbreviation. I just put MIA, sorry.
So like, yeah, for New York, it would be NY or NYC.
NYC, yes.
For New York, yeah.
And then I optimize the page title, for example, welcome to the Miami online directory. Also the slug URL, which will be the same. So this slug URL is very important. So since I'm talking about Miami, I would only use Miami here. But if I'm talking about, I don't know, maybe Soho in New York, you could definitely change this from change the page title to include the word Soho and New York City. So the slug URL would mimic what is written here. So that is a very important ranking factor for Google. If you have the specific keywords that people are looking for locally on your URL, that is pretty important. So here,
yeah, let me just clarify that for people. So the slug URL is automatically generated by default from the page title. So whatever you type in there, it makes it all lowercase and adds some dashes to it. However, you can override the slug URL and change it to make it something else. And the slug URL is basically the page name. Basically, the system adds .html to the end of it to create the page title for it. The page URL. For that.
Yes,
so you can play around with that. We see a lot of people do things like they even put categories or like, Miami restaurant guide.html or things like that in there as well. It needs to be unique throughout the entire system. Each slug URL in the system is a key that goes just to this content. So
yes, that's right. So here in this field, the meta keywords is where I'm pasting basically the keyword research that we have done here on the Oversuggest. So yes, I collected these keywords that are interested for me, and then I am using them here. So best places to eat in Miami, Miami travel itinerary, Miami design district shopping. And also I try to incorporate one or two of those keywords in my meta description here. So you can create a little text that will show under your link on Google. For example, if you're searching for a page, you will always see a subtext under that link. And this is that text. So I am trying to combine everything here on my strategy. I'm trying to use the keywords on my page title, on my slug URL, and my meta description. So that's kind of the strategy here. And as I said, you can copy this model and apply to states or other cities or countries. It works on the same way, okay? Just hit save. And then we are back to the locations, okay? So I've done this for the city that I want, which is just Miami. And then we can change modules here, and we can change to the categories inside the content module here. So I will go to listings. And
One thing, Gabriel, that might be helpful is to show them what that page they just configured looked like on the front. I don't know if you're able to pull one of those up. I think you might have one in your browser, just to see how they get there to that page that shows the keywords and stuff they just configured.
You mean inside eDirectory or?
Yeah, just on the front of the site, like a visitor would see the Miami. I guess if they go to the search on Miami to see some of that content that they might have entered there.
Okay.
You can probably just type in the neighborhood there, that type, yeah, whatever. Or that slug URL, if you just put in that welcome to Miami,
all right.
in the top there.
Okay, here we are. And if I do this, yes, so I have all the results near Miami, which is what I want here. So I have my categories listed here, Miami, Florida. So not sure if it was this that you were mentioning, James, but it will show the results for the page that we just optimized in the locations.
Right.
Okay, so yes, we've done this for the locations. We can do this for the categories as well, which is pretty important, very, very important. I'm doing for the listings module here, but you can do for events, you can do that for blog articles as well, and you can do for classifieds. What I'm going to do is to SEO optimize for SEO, for local SEO, one of my categories using the same strategy that we just did for the locations. Okay, so I will pick the food and dining category here. Advanced options, and then down here you will see food and dining in Miami. Same thing. I will use the same. This slug is here. If you want to change this slug, that's fine, but it will automatically copy the page title for the slug. And I use it keywords related to restaurants, eating, food and dining, places to eat in Miami, for example, best restaurants, Cuban restaurants, food and dining in Miami, Italian restaurants in Miami. Also, I created another meta description for this category. And another pretty important part is to incorporate also some content. You can use this field here. It's pretty important to give more explanation, use more text. This can help you to rank higher on search engine pages. You can also change, for example, I use the heading fields here to differentiate the title from the text itself. I could use, if I wanted to, images. You can use links to link for other websites or other listings inside your own directory to use here. Everything you can do to make your page richer. I mean, not just stuffing the page with fluffy keywords and stuff like that. Try to use texts that or information that will help the user to actually get good information from what he's looking for. In this case, places to eat. You can go ahead and save it. I would strongly.
Yeah, no, that's great. One more comment on that is that you can, in that text there on the page, let me just paste in, say, a link to one of these pages here. This food and dining, this is the slug URL you see, food and dining in Miami. So I don't know if you can go to that, Gabriel, that link I just pasted in the chat, but that shows the text on the front of the site. And what you can do within that text is put in links to other searches and other things that, you know, specific neighborhoods and all of that to kind of create a really local experience and allow people to kind of browse through the site.
Let's see if it opens up. But yeah, you should definitely use that space to use it for links, for listings, or classifieds, everything involving the location that you are targeting. Not sure if it's going to open here, James.
Okay, yeah, I think I might have, I don't know if I pasted in the wrong link there. Okay. All right.
Okay, so that's for the categories. As I was saying, do that for every single category you have on your directory. That is will help you. So you have good content in every page, in every category. And categories are usually the pages that rank better on search engines. Okay. And also, we have talked about locations, categories, and also custom pages. You can do that as well. It is important to create a custom page that focuses in specific regions, such as a specific district or a neighborhood, and as a strategy to improve the local SEO. So you can create pages here in the directory.
And this is actually what Gabriel's talking about now. We had a question, the first question that came in from Trevor. Hi guys, Merry Christmas. When finished, can you let me know how to set up a local homepage or sub homepages for, say, a number of cities in a statewide directory? So basically what you do is just create an all new page here with the page editor, and then that page can link in to these very specific pages for each of the local areas or have other content on there. So Gabriel's going to show that right now.
Yes, that's right. So that's a good strategy for local SEO. So we have like all the normal pages from our directory, but we have created a page here that is called Discover Miami. And here we listed a specific, for example, let's say you want to create, you can create a page called Design District Miami. And let's say in this page, I will link only listings and classifieds and events and articles related to only the design district, Miami. So that page will be like a hot site only for this region in the city, or you can do that for, I mean, you don't need to have only one page like this. You can build multiple pages, very specific, very niche located in your neighborhood, on your city, and that will greatly help your local SEO. We have this page here. Yes, so you can see Discover Miami. And here I have featured listings for places that are in Miami, but I could go more specific, let's say in the Design District or Brickwell or Miami Springs, Miami Beach.
There, and one other technique that is really good with these local searches is things like top 10 lists, top 10 restaurants in South Beach, those kind of things. So those are other great techniques where you kind of do categories, awards, or even, you know, other things like niche stuff like, oh, the best vegan restaurants or the best family friendly, or where to go on Christmas. You know, there's all sorts of different things, content that you can put up, creating a page and then linking it into searches throughout the directory.
Yes, that's right. That's great. And yes, you can use the categories for this. You can use events also, and also very important is to use the blog posts and articles here, because here you can actually create like curated material saying, okay, what are the 15 best vegan places in the design district of Miami. So you can get pretty niche, and then that will greatly help your local SEO as well. So you can really use these articles to bring more traffic, more qualified traffic of people looking for local places and local services in that neighborhood and in that city that you are working. So, okay, I have this Discover Miami page here. This is a custom page. What can I do to, and then reviews, as James mentioned in the beginning of the presentation, reviews plays a pivotal part on local SEO. So make sure you have good reviews here.
Yeah, and with that, Gabriel, it's a good idea that the site owners put together some type of a program to help these local businesses sort of generate and find reviews from their customers. You can set up email templates or other things. Just kind of give them some coaching on getting these reviews because they really are helpful in terms of building the local business's reputation as well as the traffic.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Because this is pretty valuable because this is user-generated content. And Google and Bing love when users generate content for websites. And how can you optimize a page like this? This is a custom page. So we have a few options here for the SEO. So this is the page builder. So this is the, let's say, is the structure, is the site manager for side of this front page that we have here. So same thing, the same logic applies here. So I have the meta keywords, let's say Miami Design District Galleries, hotels in Miami Springs. I'm being pretty broad here because I'm talking about Miami, but if I wanted to create a page focused on the design district, I would only focus on this district, restaurants and places to go, where to visit, things to do, etc. So you can also create a meta description and use the meta keywords here, page title, and the URL, the slug URL. So you're all set on optimizing not only the categories, but the locations and custom pages. And remember, you can do this for the articles as well, on your text, on your blog posts, on the events module as well. Even on individual listings, I know that our clients, maybe they are not savvy on SEO, but you as a site manager, you can go on each individual listing and you will have access to the SEO fields if the listing owner has the plan for that. I mean, the paid plan for that. And you can tweak the SEO fields yourself via the site manager here. Yeah, like that's pretty much it for the presentation, James. I don't know if you want to mention anything else that I.
No, let's open it up to questions
Okay.
here. Yeah,
Okay.
so thanks for joining. So we answered Trevor's question first about creating sort of specific pages, so that's great. Jonan had a comment. South Beach is the most popular neighborhood in district in Miami, so that's thanks for that. That was from earlier. Another comment from Trevor. So if it's Miami Beach page in Miami State Directory, do you get a page with some Miami Beach related background info? Yes. So all of those different locations, whether it's a neighborhood or a city, et cetera, they all have their own slug URL and their own different page on there. So everything has its own page in there, and then that helps create and get more pages for Google to index that are about the specific locations there. Next question from Hania. Hi, I have a question that might be more of a general question about locations. My directory lists wedding hair and makeup in Scotland. I have all the regions in Scotland, but some people might search for a venue such as a particular hotel. Would I put that into the location somewhere, or is it to go in the listing as the addresses they cover? Does that make sense? So people can search for a specific hotel name in the search, and then it'll pull up that result, or they can search for a location, and then it'll pull up all the hotels in that location. So I think the system is kind of set up to cover what you're worried about just by adding in the listing data and all of that. I don't think you need to create any specific page or anything else for that listing. I'm not sure if I understood that question 100% there. We do have a module to do multiple locations for listings. So if you have listings that have multiple locations, like a business that might have multiple offices, we have a plugin for that, but that's a whole nother issue, I think. But yeah, if you get in there and see eDirectory and do searches on locations, you'll see the different results that come up for that, whether you search for just a business name specifically or a location name. I'm not sure if that answered. If not, just pop in another question there and I'll come back to that. You have anything to add
James,
there? Yeah.
can I jump in? I believe that for Henya, when we are optimizing the categories, we can put like venues, like hotels in Scotland, barbers in Scotland, this kind of things. We have a limit of keywords for each item. So as Gabriel mentioned, try to put in there the most with the higher volume, search volume, so we can cover the bigger part of the traffic. So probably that's what Hen is asking. But if you still have questions about it, just send an email to marketing@eDirectory.com and we can help you from there.
Follow up with you specifically. Okay, great. Next comment from Barry. I've been using ChatGPT to create the title, descriptions, and keywords for posted information of each page. It seems to be working well, and he's got a #1 rank on Jamaican Business Directory. So congrats, Barry. Yeah, I think a lot of people are using ChatGPT, so it's a great tool to help you generate content. Absolutely a great way to go. It's good to keep an eye on what comes out of there and make sure that you edit it and curate it, et cetera, but a great tool. Next question from Bob. Do you work with any consultants who are experts on eDirectory that we can hire? Not sure as a business owner that I want to learn everything is needed to make sure to make our national directory first class. The webinar is once again reminding me of that. So it's interesting you say that. We actually offer a SEO service ourselves. It's pretty affordable, 6 months, sort of a 6-month contract for the service where we do all the keyword research, et cetera. You can reach out to us to learn more, marketing at eDirectory. I think we have a page on eDirectory.com about that as well. There are a number of other consultants out there that do probably work with eDirectory, but also are good in SEO. Anybody that is really good at SEO can probably look at it and understand how the content needs to work and how to do the keyword research and everything and put it together in the content management system. So a lot of options there, but if you are interested, certainly reach out to us and we can talk about what your needs are for an SEO service. Next question. I'm confused as to where you are on the site. How do I find these pages to fill in this information? You're bouncing around pretty fast. It's confusing me. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I don't know if Gabriel is able to pull up just to show people.
I can.
Yeah, pull up maybe just show them in the site manager. So you log into the administrative area and then basically on the left side, you go in and click on the settings and then language and geography for that section. And then this has all the pages and then there's location data within there. So that's a lot of it in terms of editing the locations. And then the other part that Gabriel is primarily showing was the page editor, which you can click there and then page editor there and then edit all the pages. And if you have any trouble finding stuff, don't hesitate to reach out to our support team. They're pretty good. They're available on eDirectory.com, live chat, et cetera, or send an email if you need a call back. And they'll be able to sort of help you get through what you need. Let's see. Oh, and Barry mentions also about that his Jamaican Business Directory on Facebook's listed at #3. So that's great. So the SEO stuff does work across different platforms, et cetera. So that's a good comment. Question from Warren. SEO, why is it that on the listings page, the about and location tags are listed as H4? Shouldn't these tags be listed higher? That's a good question. I don't know if you guys have any comments on that, Gabriel or Emerson. We did put a lot of thought into this, so at some point somebody has a reason for doing all these things. Do you guys have any comments on that?
Yeah. Despite not knowing the exactly reason why it's H4, I can say that all the pages must have only one H1 title tag. If you
Okay.
have two title tags, the type H1, you can get penalized by Google. It's not good for SEO. But
Yeah.
other than that, it helps all the H2, H3, H4 tags. They help Google to understand the content on the page. But the
Sure.
main one is the H1. So if
Right.
it's
So
whether it is 2 or 3,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, so Emerson gave us a good political answer there, which didn't answer the question. just to call him out on that. So I think what happened with the directory is we looked at the listings and how to make them work for most people doing all sorts of different use cases. And so the H1 tag typically is the listing title, I believe. With that, right, is within the H1 of a listing detail page. And then what's in the H2 and the H3 and the H4, I think we made some decisions on the back end about how to optimize things for various, et cetera. And that may be something that you want to reach out to us if you do want to change some of that for some reason, if we're really trying to optimize for some very specific thing in different places for that. But I know we did put thought into all of that. I know our product team did that when we did that to set all those up to optimize them for the different things that people are searching on, depending on the different use case for the directory. Okay, what's next? Let's see. By the way, the Miami site looks really beautiful. Excellent photos and image and organization. I'm jealous. Do you want to make my site for me? I'm flexing. We have a setup service. You may reach out to us. We do have a setup service where our team does sort of the initial setup. We set up 20 listings, help with the categories, import your data and all that. So you may want to reach out to us about that. I'll tell you the secret that I've learned over the years to like nice looking websites is really the images. And so it's important that you go out and find high quality stock images, or a lot of restaurants and local businesses have professional photos done. So you may want to take a look at those and see that. But reach out to us if you need some help. We have a pretty affordable service to do build outs if you do want to have us help get you up and running.
James,
Yep.
A point here. This is the prices for Uber Suggest that you have asked in the beginning of the presentation.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's you can see it's all pretty affordable there. Certainly not a budget breaker at all. I was just curious, because some of these services are all over the place, and it's just good for people to know what things are going to cost, et cetera. I'm always a little suspicious on those lifetime purchase stuff, but I guess they've calculated their average lifetime value customer and done all that. So yes, that's great. And there are other tools out there. I think we like the Uber Suggest. We also use SEM Rush and some other tools to manage all sorts of these things. So great. Let's see if we have any. Oh, next question from Stanley. Do you provide any email templates to get reviews and share with our customers, or any other qualities small business training we can share that we can share with directory clients to help educate them that their listings, et cetera, looks professional? I do believe we have some resources on eDirectory.com for a number of email templates and that sort of thing.
Yes,
we have.
Yeah,
Is there anything to generate reviews in there? Do you happen to know, Gabriel?
Yes, we have a few templates inviting your listing owners, sponsors to claim reviews, to ask for reviews from their clients. We have a few. I will put them in the blog post for download.
We'll put them in the blog post that we're going to post tomorrow with a recording of the webinar. But also, if you go to eDirectory.com, you'll find them on there under resources, I think, on eDirectory.com. So, well, great. It looks like that's all the questions. So good luck, everybody, with this. Thanks for joining us today. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to everybody. And good luck. At the end of the day, it's really about quality content. That's the last reminder I have for everybody. And visit eDirectory.com if you need support or want to check out the resources. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye-bye.